It's the Los Angeles Angels taking on the New York Yankees. All right, the stage is set for what should be a really good game one as this series gets underway. Introductions wrapping up down on the field, and first pitch just minutes away. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm ty&shy. Game one is always critical in a postseason series, Singy.
Yeah, and this is when you love having home field advantage, Boog. If you capture game one, you're full of confidence that you've got a chance to ride that momentum for the rest of the series.
And on the visiting side, starting pitching is always the big key in a game like this to kick off a series.
Yeah, you need a strong performance on the mound. That's the #1 way to cancel out the home field edge we just mentioned.
Well, this place is ready. We'll be right back to get this series started in just a minute. Just about ready to go. And our pitcher tonight, the man Thomas. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Just missed.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Swing and a miss. That one at 99. And the count 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Good job to fight that one off.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And a 1-2 again. And that one missing low.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swings and misses. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Now the left fielder, Slade Caldwell. And first offering is fouled off. Thomas, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a sinker, a splitter, and he occasionally uses a curve. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the #3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
And the batter now, Todd Kahn. That one at triple digits. Kahn recently earned Rookie of the Month honors. Towards first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. End of a half inning of play. 1 out, runner at second. Thomas, the next to hit. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boog, light tower power?
That's right. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Throws to second, Now they get the runner and a rundown. And they tag him out. Game 1 of the division series. And now it's the Angels cleanup battle. Scott Trejo. Thomas back to work. Cut on and missed at 101. It's 0-1. And that's in there at the knees.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Khan makes the grab. And there's one away. So digging in, Jose Mendoza. In the postseason, you see just how important every last play can be. You never know what's going to make the difference in the end. Swing and a high fly ball left field. And there's 2 down.
Like you said, Boog, every play is so pivotal at this point of the year. As a player, you've got to be locked in. Can't make a mistake that could cost your team the season.
Jordan Collins, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. And that is out of play. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. All set for the start of the inning. And here's the catcher, Peter Welburn. And that's fouled off.
These fans have to feel good right about now. This series not going to be easy, but they have the lead at home in game 1. That brings the anxiety down a few notches.
This one popped up. Kretlow makes the grab, and there's one away. So up next, Drew Jones. In the air, left field, Quezada. They got it for out number 2. Adrian Santos will hit next. He was late there, strike 1. Santos with a homer in his last game. Swing and a miss.
0-2.
Stays alive. 2 outs, base is empty. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. 9. And we're back as we go to the top of the 4th. And stepping in is the speedy Bill Gonzalez. And that misses. Ball 1.
Great take right there. Showed some really good discipline. Breaking ball coming in, you see it well, but don't trust that it's going to hang on for a strike. Nice job.
Thomas winds and deals. Swinging a foul straight back. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
We're going to take a look at the pitch sequence of that at bat, and the thing to notice are the pitch locations. Every single one of them on the edges of the strike zone, and as a hitter, that can be pretty frustrating because you don't expect the pitcher to be able to make quality pitches one after another like that. And so those are tough spots to do damage, and a great demonstration of pitch command, and it got him a punch out that time.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
And here's the first baseman, Todd Kahn. Ground ball right side. Kurtz takes it to the bag, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. So 12 up. 1 out, base is empty. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Thomas back to work. Pitch misses there, and that's ball one.
You know, these Angels just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Cut on and lifted in the air. Quezada on the move to the alley. Puts it away for the out.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
Mendoza now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. And that curveball drops in there for a strike. Base is empty, one away here in game one of the ALDS.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He's having a hard time catching up.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Collins stands in now and watches strike one. Check swing, called strike.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. So 5. Game one of the division series. And now the catcher comes up to him. Peter Welburn. Looked like it was a little bit up.
There's a good feel in the ballpark, and that's what you expect when the home side has the lead in game one. This energy is going to keep building with every out.
Fastball for a strike. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Drew Jones now at the plate. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
And it's strike two.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expecting to add on to that total. And you know, pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work.
And that one hit to first, and it gets through for a hit. Their first of the ball game. So the lineup flips over. Bill Gonzalez, the next to hit for the Angels. Kretlow moving under it. But it's the pitcher that makes the play. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Back there. Gone! And they boost their lead. It's 2-0.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way. He came out of his shoes on that one, but managed to keep his mechanics intact long enough to get to the ball and through it, and it went a long way.
Back now in the Bronx. Now the number 2 hitter, Slade Caldwell.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
That's in there.
Changing speeds has this lineup completely off balance in this one. We've seen a lot of mistimed swings, and it's been a challenge for these hitters to get their rhythm right.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
So impressive how the velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And his 11th strikeout in this one, really racking up the whips. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you get the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Todd Kahn, the next to hit for the Angels, has grounded out a couple of times.
So I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
And the 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
So now the Angel cleanup hitter, Scott Trejo. Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour. Two outs. Here's a high chopper, and it goes just foul. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Another scoreless inning, and now that's back here in New York. Now here is Jose Mendoza. Thomas back to work. Fought off foul. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Ground ball right side, and foul ball. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And down on strikes he goes. And he adds another strikeout to the pile. 14 now. A big performance on the mound. Lots of strikeouts. That was number 14.
Yeah, clearly trusting his stuff in this one, Boog. Feeling really good about what he's working with. And that really allows a guy to attack hitters. You know, such an important mindset to have out there on the mound, especially when you're ahead in the count with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. 99. How do you do? The Halos down by a pair here in the late stages of game 1. A little bit high. And the count 1-2.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. You don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt. Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick, because word will get around the league in a hurry.
And a pitch. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Jump throw. And that's a nice play to end the inning. 8 innings. Man at first. And now the DH, the man, Thomas. He's already homered in this game. And a rope into center field, base hit. Trying to wiggle out of a rundown now. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
And a big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. That's the first curve we've seen today. And it should... Here's the left fielder, Slade Caldwell. 1 strike away from securing game 1. On the run, throw to first. That's the ball game.
It's pretty early in this series to say a must-win game, but when you've got home field advantage, it's a luxury, but you have to protect it. Huge win in game 1.
My darling, I've been waiting for your company. My sugar, it's like you only come around for me. My glass is never empty. You always fill it up to the tea. And I'm still just trying to understand. But is it my love that took you off the shelf now? Is it your love? Take a chance by myself now. Is it our love? Sets my soul on fire. Is it our love?
1 out, runner at second. Thomas digs in now. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. He makes the grab. Runner tags at second. Actually, he'll stay put. And there are 2 outs. 2 outs, base is empty. Swings here and drives one well left field. Way back, and you can forget it. His second homer of this series, and we're all square. It's 1-1.
This game is breathing new life thanks to that home run, and that's exactly what they needed. He came out of his shoes on that one, but managed to keep his mechanics intact long enough to get to the ball and through it, and it went a long way.
Roberts back to work. Swing and a ball drilled center field. makes the catch for the out.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Drilled to right, way back there, and that is gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 2-1. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at-bat, dude. Aggressive, and it paid off. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Now it's the DH, the man Thomas. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone. Stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
Jones has this one sized up. And there's 2 away. Two outs, runner on first. And now it's going to be Ali Khan. Swing and a ball popped up. Wilburn settles underneath it. He's got it. Ball game. And the Angels even this series up at a game apiece.
Well, one of the goals in the postseason is to split.
So 2 down, and up next for New York, the man Thomas. Big time power. There's a swing and a drive. That's back there. And that one is off the wall. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
He was all over that one. So close to blasting that one out of here the other way, but well, that's very tough to do when you take on the outfield gap like that. Beautiful swing, though. Let the ball get a little deep and drove it to the opposite field.
Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one misses. 3-2 now.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here in Game 3 of this American League Division Series. And ball 4, 2 aboard. Lawrence Kretlow stepping in now for the Yankees. 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. And it's 1-2. And there's the ball.
Yeah, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't worry as much about him in this situation. Very capable of getting a ground ball and getting out of this little jam.
Mendoza makes a nice running catch. Nobody out. Runner at first. That's a hit. Throw into third. And the throw's offline. Safe at third. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
And he grounds one to the right side. Santos throws to first in time, and that is a big first out. Lawrence Kretlow stepping in now for the Yankees. Now a step off to third. He'll score easily. And now just a two-run deficit. Man at first, one away. That's a laser base hit. The throw to third. He's in there. Here comes the skipper out of the... And next for New York, Carson Benj. And that's off the inside edge. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
2 outs, 2 in scoring position here in Game 3 of this American League Division Series. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to begin the 8th, and now the DH, the man Thomas. Herrera back to work. Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they have the lead. He circles the bases. That's his 4th home run of the series. And now they're out front. It's 3-2. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boone. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often.
1st and 2nd, 2 outs. Carson Benj stepping in now for the Yankees. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Activity in the bullpen for the Angels. Brian Plantenny preparing to come on if needed. Collars getting cranked up as well. And that one is downstairs, and that's ball 2. Goes down looking. A couple of hits in the... So a man at first. So in now for the Angels, Drew Jones. This could end it. On the ground, and this should do it. Throw to first, ball game. And the Yankees take home field advantage right back. They win Game 3 to go up 2-1.
She don't ever mind me. If I slip, I slide, I don't trip. I glide when I dip, I dive. When I dive deep. In the middle of the ocean, you know where to find me. When it's poetry in motion, she don't ever mind me. I'm a Mac, little baby, know it's a fact. Los Angeles in my lap, got belly still in the trap. I really be spitting bars, got thinking I rap. I'm hanging out with the stars, still can't relax, even in these foreign cars. I'm rolling around with the... When I hit hard. Permission to make... I need a round of applause, but I might settle for that. Had to break a couple laws, put my city on the map. You think you beat the luck, but you didn't make a... Even if you made a... She never coming back. Play it like you couldn't call it, it's just something that you lack. Michael Jack, got Billie Jean talking bad behind your back. She can roll with me, it's a lucky day. Got a and the gang. We had stacks, blending in and spinning racks. Representing is a trend, I don't see no end to that. Where you at? If I slip, I slide, I don't trip. I glide when I dip, I dive. When I dive deep. In the middle of an ocean, you know where to find me. When it's poetry in motion, she don't ever mind me. If I slip, I slide, I don't trip. I glide when I dip, I dive. When I dive deep. In the middle of an ocean, you know where to find me. When it's poetry in motion, she don't ever mind me.
They told me slowly is the fastest way to get where you wanna be. So I ease to a steady speed. Let that breathe, no push stop. Give me keys to that blue Impala, this the good part. When you're living everything you thought of. I know single mothers who had to teach their sons how to squabble. No killers who became good fathers who raised their daughters. Look now, AP, I'm 50 for my keys. Las Vegas residency, I brought the two of them me. The good part is father and father. I know it might look hard, but baby, nothing is out of your reach. Grabbed it and I be if they gon' take it from me. Passion is what I had before any Grammy.
She can roll with me, it's a lucky day. Got a and the gang.
We have sacks and some dirty vans blowing bands out, but I'm still. That's the price of gas.
If I slip, I slide, I don't trip. I glide when I dip, I dive. When I dive deep. In the middle of an ocean, you know where to find me. When it's poetry in motion, she don't ever mind me. If I slip, I slide, I don't trip. I glide when I dip, I dive. When I dive deep. In the middle of an ocean, you know where to find me. When it's poetry in motion, she don't ever mind me.